Hello and welcome to Studio Day Thomas. This is the Qualifying Questions podcast with Noah and Thomas. I am Noah. That is Thomas.
You sound like the teacher from Ferris Bueller.
He is writing in his notebook currently. And he's begging for a slap in the face.
No. Go to our
Across-
Patreon to see
from
Thomas
across
get
the-
slapped in the face.
Do we have a Patreon?
We don't.
See, okay. So, fake news.
Yep.
You know who did get slapped in the face?
Chris Rock. Did we talk about that last episode?
No. I don't think last episode had happened yet.
Oh,
pretty recent.
You're probably right. Did you see that there's...
That's really funny that we just coincidentally started talking about people getting slapped in the face.
There's been some stuff come out from like Will Smith's marriage. It's not good.
More stuff?
Mm-hmm.
More stuff?
Yeah.
So, for those who don't know, Will Smith is in an open
Wide
marriage.
Just like...
I'm pretty sure
Come
it's
and go as you
open
please.
because his wife cheated on him, and then she was like, deal with that.
I'm making it open.
yeah.
You have
And then
no
he was
choice.
like, okay, because he wanted to, of course, salvage what was left of his marriage. So, fast forward to now.
Yeah.
He slapped Chris Rock in the face.
Yep.
For this woman
Mm-hmm.
of sorts.
This creature. Yeah.
This being.
This succubus.
This.
Well, no, succubus I think has to be beautiful. I think that's part of the thing. Yeah.
It is. It is.
Also, demon.
Yeah.
I wonder if she knows Ian.
Man, now I got to do backstory on Ian too. And, anyways, fast forward to now.
Yep.
Current events
Current time.
at the Oscars.
Yep.
Very important time in many actors, young and old alike.
I thought you were going to say Americans. I was like, not really.
No. In fact, none of us really
didn't
wouldn't have
watch
even known it happened had this wild thing not dominated the news cycle for like a whole week.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
You think it was real?
We can get to that. Well, we can get to that later
Okay, cool.
because I feel like probably, unless there's certain caveats there to that, because there is a possibility, but it led to him being banned from the academy and so
10
on and so on.
years.
Yeah. So,
It's a long time.
but we'll get there. Anyways, Will Smith's wife, Jada, has disorder. It's some form of skin disorder. Anyway, she's bald. All right.
As the day she was born.
Yeah. So, thank you, Thomas, for including that. That's important to the story.
Actually, she was probably born with more hair now that I think about it.
All right. Okay. See, do you want to get slapped in the face?
No, go
All
ahead.
right.
Sorry.
Well, anyways. Chris Rock. Love him to death.
Do you?
No. He made a joke. Can you believe it?
Yep.
Um,
Well, I mean, no.
turns out, and Chris Rock makes jokes. He made a joke, as luck would so have it, about Will Smith's wife, Jada, there,
Mhm.
or girlfriend, or whatever that is supposed to be, and
Roommate.
roommate, and Will. He seemed to respond okay at first. He was pretty all right. Wouldn't you say? Have you seen the clip?
Yeah, he was laughing. Yeah. I've seen that clip and the
Roll the clip.
The uncensored clip.
The uncensored clip is really something.
Yeah.
So, anyways, here's the thing. Anyways, he kind of, I guess, sees that his wife didn't really appreciate said joke and walks on stage and slaps Chris Rock across the face. It's pretty funny.
Right in the face.
I thought it was pretty funny.
You thought it was funny?
I thought it was pretty funny. He was like, whoa, what's about to happen? Am I about to get slapped in the face?
Turns out.
Chris Rock? Yes, he did get slapped in the face. Very funny. Ha 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 ha. And it was very confusing time. It was a very confusing time for many people, including Chris, who was like, what is happening? And then Will goes back to his seat, sits down, and proceeds to yell at Chris from the audience, using some fine choice words.
The finest.
And anyways, and I guess that was that. Right. So.
Yep.
Turns out you can't physically assault somebody.
Who knew?
Yeah, without consequences of some degree. So, Will Smith is now banned from the Oscars for 10 years, I suppose.
Do you think he'll still be relevant in 10 years? I mean, he's been relevant for like 20 now, 30, something like that. Actually, probably 30 years.
He's been relevant for a while. I don't know. That's
Actually, I think his like rap hip hop music career. I'm pretty sure that started.
He had a rap hip hop music career.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that started in the late 80s. So he's been relevant for a while.
It's pretty tragic.
I mean, I liked it when I was 12.
Yeah. So what is that? What does that tell you?
I mean, I don't know. He's been relevant for a long time. I don't know if he's going to be relevant for another 10 years.
No, that's tough.
I don't know that he's been super relevant for the past 10 years.
In fact, I would go as far as to say that's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows who he is, but he's not really. I mean, he's in movies from time to time, and everybody's like, hey, Will Smith, look at that.
Right, but when has he been like the star role?
Well, King Richard, I mean, what he won the Oscar for.
Oh, so he did just win an Oscar, so I feel like he's pretty relevant.
I don't know. If you determine relevance by an Oscar, sure, but I don't know. Does the public actually care?
Yeah, the Oscars are pretty, that's fair.
No, R-Pat.
Robert
Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. Super relevant.
That was a side note.
Did he win an Oscar?
No, I was just thinking about the Batman.
The Batman. I am vengeance.
Is he?
Yeah.
Not anymore. He's Justice.
Anyways, so he's now banned, and that brings us to right now.
Yep.
And you say, do I think it was staged?
Yep.
And my answer would be probably not.
I'm going to say no.
Probably.
I'm going to say no for sure.
Probably not. Probably.
I don't think. Really? I don't think so. Yeah.
Because here's how. If he wanted to get out of No, that wouldn't make any sense.
What?
Because if you wanted to get out of Hollywood and not be part of the Academy or whatever,
you could just leave.
Yeah, and then you could also do that without
you could at this
tarnishing your reputation.
At this point in his career,
as he's done,
he could just retire. He could just announce retirement if that's what he's after.
But instead,
and be done with it. But no, the conspiracy theory is that it was staged to get more views for the Oscars.
But if you stage it at the Oscars,
doesn't make any sense, right? Because people aren't going to watch the Oscars next year and be like, "Oh, what's going to happen this time?" Because we don't expect anything to happen.
I don't know. Does that happen for the Grammys when Kanye West was like, "I'm gonna let you finish"? When crazy stuff like that happens, does that make viewership go up?
I don't know. I mean, we'd have to research the statistics. I don't see why it would.
Does anybody really care what a bunch of Hollywood elite rich people that live in their own bubble of self-righteousness with each other. Does anybody really care what they're doing?
I think that's what blows my mind the most about this story is if me and you walked up to anybody of significance, doesn't even have to be like super famous, just anybody above us in the socioeconomic like hierarchy,
Sure.
and just like smacked them, we'd be in jail, bud.
You think so?
We'd be sitting. I mean, we wouldn't be in jail for a long time, probably.
If
It's just
we
like
were rich, we would
minor
be in
assault.
jail. Here's the rule about jail. Here's the rule about jail.
Mhm.
Is it illegal?
To be in jail?
The thing you're thinking about doing. Ask me if it's illegal. Like start that.
If it's
Ask me that
illegal
question.
To smack somebody?
No, ask me if anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Ask me
Oh.
if it's illegal.
Is it illegal to smoke marijuanas?
Do you have money?
No.
Oh, yes, then it's
It's
illegal.
illegal.
Now answer the other way for me.
Okay. Yeah, I got money.
No, it's not illegal. Doesn't no. The answer is it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah. Well.
And that's our system right there.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You're walking up to somebody, you're smacking them, and you're going back and sitting down, and security
That's pretty smooth.
is doing
Smooth criminal.
nothing. Like nobody rushed up to be like, "What's going on?" Nobody escorted him out. Like they let him stay.
I mean, he was kind of just like, oh, I'm just like casually walking up and like I'm gonna say something or like I'm gonna do a bit.
Why is he
with
allowed to
Chris
do that?
Rock?
To just walk up on stage.
Because he's Will Smith. Like, it's.
I mean,
I feel like you.
I
can
don't
do
think
whatever
that
you
would
want.
have. I think I'm with you on that. I don't think that would have raised a bunch of alert because nobody expects Will Smith to do something like
He
that.
could have gone up there and done a bit
Yeah, yeah.
and been like just roasted Chris Rock, and that would have been like a funny thing. Blah blah blah.
The fact
That's
that-
probably what I would have done. I probably would have been like, Chris Rock, you sound like a garbage disposal. You know what I mean? Like you could say something like that.
just like that. It was
Be
a great
like,
one.
Chris Rock, you're gonna make fun of my wife's bald head, but your comedy sucks and your family doesn't love you, and like crazy stuff like that. You could
Alright.
do that if you wanted to. Like that'd be the funny way.
Yeah,
That's what I think would be the
I think it's disrespectful that he smacked him and then just turned his back on him. Like you're not going to do anything about it,
That's brutal.
right?
Yeah,
Just like immediately just turned around and was
bro,
like,
he did.
don't have to worry about it. Chris is kind of a small guy though.
He held his composure.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's incredible.
He was like, there's like a clip of him like starting a sentence, and he's like, and he just kind of stops, and he's like, doesn't say anything, and I was like, I feel like he had some crazy good open marriage jokes.
Yeah, with his experience as Chris Rock is in comedy, he could probably destroy Will Smith and just
just
like
think that
for
would've been
just
really
a whole
funny.
set. Yeah. Oh well. You know, that's Hollywood. For
I
you.
wonder if the multiverse is real. I want the parallel universe where Chris Rock just lays into Will and Jada.
Did you see the pictures of Andrew Garfield?
Yes,
'cause
bro.
He was texting.
He was
when
like
it all happened,
texting.
and the captions are always like he's texting the other Peter Parkers to see if the slap happened in their universe too.
Andrew Garfield was like, "What is going on?"
Oh, whoops! Spoiler alert.
I think it's okay at this point.
Yeah, probably.
It is April 9th.
I don't know when that movie. It's still playing in our theater here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
If it makes that much money on like opening, if it breaks box office records like that, let's put it that way, then it probably stays in the theater for a while.
I would like to know the science behind that because it seems like Spider-Man's been playing for it's literally a month now.
Sometimes theaters are just like people still come to see it. So you know what movie I went and saw the other night?
In the Lost City.
Lost City. Ask me how it was.
How was it, buddy?
Not good.
Yeah. Who was the lead lady in that?
Sandra Bullock.
I like Sandra Bullock.
She's great.
Yeah.
She was wearing a pink the
I saw that in the trailer.
jumpsuit the
Mhm.
entire movie.
And then you have Channing Tatum. And
Mhm.
who's the other guy?
Brad Pitt.
Oh, God.
But let me just spoiler alert. If you're intending to go see The Lost City, which don't. First of all,
If you're planning,
just
mark
skip
it out.
ahead a couple minutes, like 5 minutes, whatever. We'll be talking about something else, Lord willing, please. I hope. Okay. The thing about Brad Pitt is that you think he's going to be in this movie the whole time, and he's like this really cool action hero guy, and he gets his head blown off in like the first 5 minutes. It's one of those like twists.
Oh.
Like, remember that time it happened to was that like Jessica Roberts or whatever? in that
Yeah,
one movie?
Emma Roberts.
Emma
in The
Roberts, there it
Hunt.
is.
Yeah.
Is Jessica Roberts even a person?
I don't think so.
Oh, Emma Roberts, yeah.
Jessica
In The
Rabbit
Hunt,
is-
it was literally that thing where you're just like, this character is going to be in this whole movie,
Yeah.
and it's going to be like him and Channing are going to like play off each other the entire time. It's going to be funny, and then it just like gets really quiet for a second, and then he gets shot in the head, and then you're like, oh my gosh, he's just gone.
That's a very Brad Pitt thing.
It is.
He probably got paid a lot of money
He probably did.
just to stand.
And then and then there's a post-credit scene, which
okay.
that does not need a post-credit scene.
No.
And they're doing yoga, and then the guy's like there doing yoga with them. And he's like, holy crap, you're alive? He's like, yeah. And he's like, I just saw your brain get blown off. And he was like, we only use 10% of our brain, so I just switched to another 10%. And it was like super memey, which is kind of funny.
Okay.
But then like Brad Pitt also holds a lot of resentment because Channing Tatum kind of got him killed.
What is happening to movies?
Dude, I don't know. It's a whole different... Like, remember in Kingsman when they teased Hitler like Thanos in the end of Avengers, bro? After the post-credits? I was like... what is going on? This is wild. These are wild times.
I watched The Kingsman. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Like the new one?
Yeah.
We just watched that. Oh,
Did
there's
you
a
watch it?
post-credit
I haven't
scene
seen
for
No.
that? Oh. We need to go back and watch it then. Hey, we watched it on HBO the other night.
The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there
It's
is.
on HBO.
Yeah,
Max.
there's not only... Spoiler alert.
After you already said it.
Spoiler alert. They tease Hitler in the
Cool.
post-credits scene.
I mean, I wasn't super impressed. I thought the other two Kingsman movies are way better.
I've never seen them.
Or are there three of them? I can't remember.
I don't know.
They're good.
Tomato, potato, you know?
The first one's really good.
Is it really good?
Yeah. The second one is, I would say, just as good as the first one, but in a different way. And the third one was still a good movie, but it wasn't as good as the other two. It's World War I, so it's a time period that I don't really care that much about to begin with.
Tough.
And
But the Hitler stuff.
well, the guy that played Rasputin was really good. But yeah, I don't know, man. It was all right. But now I need to go fast forward through the credits real quick and see the post.
You don't need
I
to.
need
You
to
can
see
just
it.
look it up on YouTube real quick.
Actually, yeah, that's probably better.
Yeah.
Man,
Because there's lots of memes.
memes?
Yeah, about it. It's pretty meme.
Couple little
It's pretty
memes?
memey. You just gotta meme it, bro.
Speaking of YouTube, guess who was just on Joe Rogan's podcast a couple weeks ago?
You?
Mr. Beast.
Wow. Did he give him like $100,000 worth of Orbeez or something?
No, but so I actually learned a lot about it. Because I always wondered like how he continually does.
where he gives all this
Yeah.
money.
So apparently, every dollar he makes, he just puts it back into another video. So he doesn't actually make any money. His business is technically a nonprofit.
How does he live?
Well, he lived in a very normal, regular house for a long time,
Uh-huh.
and someone broke in and like stole all of his stuff,
Uh-huh.
and then he had to get a bigger house just for security reasons. And that's it. That's how he lives. He did drive like an old car too, but he got a Tesla because gas. Like he didn't want to pay for gas anymore.
Right. But like, how does he has some income?
I mean, I guess he's technically an employee of the nonprofit, but I mean, I don't know how all that works, but I know a lot of nonprofits, they just keep everything in the nonprofit's name.
Honestly, it sounds a lot less like a nonprofit and a lot more like a pansy scheme to me.
Well, I mean, he gives money to people, so I mean, I guess he's doing it.
I suppose.
He gave a whole island to somebody not too long ago. He talked about it.
That's pretty memey.
I mean, the guy sold it like immediately, but still.
That's kind of a meme, bro. Why would you do that? If Mr.
I
Beast
mean-
gave me an island, I would love and cherish that island. You know that, Mr. Beast?
I don't know what I
If
would
you're out
do.
there, just don't listen to the haters.
I think that I would sell it. I don't think I would keep it.
Really?
Of course, I don't know. It would
Well,
be
what
cool
use
to-
would you have for an island? Depends on where the island is.
Vacation, man.
Location.
that's a vacation spot every single year. You
You
don't
could
have
at
to
least
pay for it.
you could at least like rent it out, bro.
Well, I don't think there was a house or anything on it. It was just the island.
Well, you could
So I guess
expand.
You would have to pay money to build a house.
Hmm.
You would probably. The thing is, how would you get to it?
If you didn't have money, well, a boat.
Yeah, but
probably.
like you'd have no. I mean, your regular person doesn't have a boat, so you'd have to hire somebody to take you there every year. I'm just thinking,
or
like,
you could get a boat.
how could you vacation there every year for very little money?
You probably couldn't.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Unless you went like camping.
Would you camp on an island,
Yeah.
like a wild island? I wouldn't.
How big is the island?
I think he said it was like 3 football fields across. I don't know how long it is.
That's not that big of an island.
It's not huge, no.
Mm.
But I mean, it's still an island. It's enough to like hang out on.
No man is an island. Not even Mr. Beast.
What are you talking about?
I feel like that was really profound.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's the new title for the podcast.
No man is an island.
Not even Mr. Beast. My intention is to put Mr. Beast's name in the title card.
Oh, just for the clicks.
Yeah,
Just for the clicky clicks.
yeah, 'cause that's funny. And they'll be like, "Whoa, is Mr. Beast affiliated with this somehow?" No. The answer is no.
Yes.
Oh,
No, he's not.
no. Okay.
We could probably actually get in trouble for saying that.
Yeah,
He's not
that's true.
affiliated with us.
If he wants to be,
You know, he started YouTube when he was like, I think he said 11.
man, that's a dangerous game. I would not want 11-year-old me on the YouTubes, on the tubes. Can't be doing that.
I've thought about starting a YouTube channel
Oh, me too. I think everyone has.
about pins.
Okay, well, let me.
There's a lot of pin tubers out there.
There's a
man.
lot of pen content.
There's a ton of pin content. You got your heavy hitters. You got your amateurs.
That's
Don't look at me like that.
pretty sad.
You're sad.
You could do an ASMR channel.
Mm-mm. No, it feels too weird. Like pretending you're a doctor or whatever. Plus, I feel like you have to do a lot of research for that to make sure you're not doing something
ASMR.
just really weird.
Well, here's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
to make sure you're not doing something. Thomas, I
What?
respectfully, I disagree. I don't think that people do a bunch of research.
For ASMR videos?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I watch them and I'm like, oh, I feel like I just went to the doctor. That's not true. My doctor doesn't whisper in my ears. have
That's
to be
weird. I would
honest.
very much like to move on.
The older I get, the weirder it gets when I actually like listen to this stuff. So I'm kind of not doing it as much.
Yeah, well, I told you that was a weird thing.
Yeah.
Some of them are quite good. Even the Halloween ones. Wow.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just imagine they have holiday themes. Do they
had
not?
some well, kind of. I've seen some weird ones that I have like ASMR. I'm your kidnapper role play.
That's not good.
Serial killer role play.
Oh my
I've
gosh.
seen that one. Like seen as in like I didn't watch it. I just saw that it was like a video.
Sure.
It-
I
it's weird, man.
believe you.
It's super weird. The ones that make me sad when I see them is there's a lot of them on there that are like girlfriend role play.
Oh, that's
So like yeah,
that's kind of sad.
dude, that's so sad.
It's pretty tragic out there.
Yeah,
I like the barber ones. Don't they
Those are
have
good,
barbers?
yeah. Those are
Mm.
great. I'm telling you, the regular ones like before. So when I discovered it, it wasn't really.
Now, did you go back to your ASMR doctor because you wore headphones that morning?
Shut up. No,
Backstory.
no,
Flashback.
no.
Uh,
When I first started watching it, it was like it wasn't a thing. Like it wasn't a popular thing. So like really the only videos.
I remember it was like what 2016 when people were like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, something like that. And I probably started watching it. I don't know, 2010 ish, and it was like pretty much all the videos out there were just like virtual haircuts or like virtual like almost like guided relaxation. You know, like you have those CDs or whatever you can listen to.
Oh
that tells
yeah,
you, yeah. It was a lot of stuff like that, and then somewhere along the line, it just got just crazy, and they started doing a whole bunch of weird stuff with it.
Yeah. I think we've talked about this before on the podcast.
Probably.
But like we've tried to trace the development of the taboo of ASMR and that.
Is it taboo though? I mean, there's definitely some
it
taboo
wasn't.
ones.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
I think now it's considered a little weird
Well, it's so sexualized
in our
now.
culture. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I think that's the and that's why that's then happened because I wonder if they have Will Smith slapping you in the face
ASMR. I'm gonna start an ASMR channel, and that's gonna be my only video, and I'm just not gonna upload anymore.
So I think the title for this episode could be Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, Mr. Beast, 100,000 Island giveaway.
Sure.
That's pretty memey.
Is it raining?
Usually.
No, it's not.
It was kind of sprinkling earlier. It's been kind of on and off.
Do you know they call
So-
sprinkles jimmies in Australia? I
I'm
think
pretty
it's
sure
Australian.
that some people here in America call sprinkles jimmies.
No.
Thomas. Yep.
They don't. Do you eat sprinkles on your ice
It's a
cream?
big debate. No, not usually. No.
Me either.
How often do you get ice cream where it's like
Do you want sprinkles?
I
I don't know. Every time I get ice cream, it's from like Dairy Queen or Freddy's, and neither one of those places.
That's because
ask you
around
that.
here they don't really do hard serve ice cream or just ice cream in general, soft serve ice cream. They don't really do that around here, and
Really? We did have
it's a real problem.
We got a lot of frozen yogurt places.
We do. They did have one place, Polar Parlor. Shout out
Yeah.
Polar Parlor, you rock.
That didn't last very long.
No,
Like at all.
so you wonder why we don't have any places that serve that kind of ice cream.
We got Baskin Robbins.
That's not the same, though. It's like a chain,
Yeah.
which is the only thing we have here in this city. But that's fine. Whatever. All right. Well, what are we talking about now? So, how
Yep.
Thomas,
Yep.
how do monocles stay on?
Listen,
That's what I want to know.
I think that like when you're focusing on something and you bring your eyebrows down a little bit, you squint your cheeks up. That's how.
I feel like
Or
that's
maybe
not how.
Maybe they're just like cut to size, so like they could just kind of sit in there.
I feel like that's probably true.
What I want to know is, did they predate glasses? And if so,
I don't know about that, buddy.
why did they not figure out to just put two monocles together?
I don't think they're necessarily about eyesight. Does anybody wear monocles anymore?
Surely not.
I'd like to get one.
What's the purpose of a monocle?
We need to look some stuff
Yeah,
up right
Google it.
now. Google, please. Imagine a world without Google. What were we doing? Were
I
we
would
just
like
trying to learn stuff with like books and stuff?
No, we were. Well, yes, but we were okay with just not knowing things. And I think there's something to that. Something.
Maybe
to
we should continue not knowing about this. I'm too curious.
Bi-curious?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. How do monocles stay on? That's a number one search. Here we go.
Is it really the number one search?
The orbicularis oculi is a strong muscle that covers the circumference of the outer orbit and provides the monocle with a nice relaxed tension to hold it comfortably and reasonably firmly in place. There is no need to overt, contract, or squint the eyelids together for the monocle to stay in place.
Okay,
So yeah,
you
it
don't
really
have to do
it
any
really
effort.
does just sit in there.
That's kind of interesting. How does it like? It can't stay put.
The
That's
natural
securely.
tension. Well, think about it. Like, think about how heavy your glasses frames are,
Not very.
but they're probably a lot lighter than that. Now, why do people wear monocles?
That's what we need to know. That's where I'm at.
All right. Did you know we're getting a Red Lobster here in town?
Are you for real? Hey, don't just skate by that like you didn't just say that. Where's it going?
I don't know. I just heard that it was here in town. I'm reading right now on Google that Red Lobster CEO Kelly Valady resigns after only 8 months.
Oh,
Probably
that was a good-
because
that was a good go. Good go at it. Go good bad boom bap.
Skibibidibidooba. Stabibidibidinda. Yeah, that's wild to think about. Well, maybe Red Lobster, if you're listening, you can sponsor us.
Oh yeah, cheesy
maybe
biscuits.
you should look into
Red Lobster. I want your cheesy biscuits on my biscuits.
The health of the employment of your top level managers, your C-suite. I mean, your CEO just quit after 8 months. So I don't know if he was an inside hire or an outside hire or what, but maybe you need to promote within, and maybe you need to get your act together. Or maybe, Kelly, if you're listening, maybe you just weren't the right fit.
Be better.
And,
Or be worse.
maybe
Whichever.
you should have done more research. Like, they do a lot of lobster stuff. So if you didn't like lobster,
Like,
you probably shouldn't have.
if you didn't want to be
hired
paid your salary solely in cheesy biscuits, maybe you should have asked them what your salary was.
Maybe you have to
Cheesy
look
biscuits are
within.
great.
Maybe you have to look at your own heart,
Look in the mirror,
Kelly.
Kelly.
Look in the mirror, Kelly.
Good God. No,
But I'm
know
saying-
yourself.
Exactly. Get to know yourself.
Yeah, before you go working at Red Lobster.
There you go. Especially at the very tippity top. Okay, because
Time-
that glass ceiling. I guess. Listen, Kelly could be a boy.
Yeah, actually, the title of this episode is
I just assume it's a woman.
Will Smith slaps Kelly in front of Mr. Beast.
Will Smith slaps Kelly Valady at Red Lobster Incorporated while Mr. Beast gives out $100,000 island giveaway
Or maybe they're on the island.
on a desert island.
There you go. Yeah.
What was I looking up?
Well, why monocles?
Oh,
are
why-
why people use them? I can't speak.
This is a really bad scenario for you to be in right now.
I know, man.
It's about the only thing you have to do. Why do people wear monocles? Here we go.
If Google gives us the answer for kicks and giggles, we'll move on.
The monocle is a corrective lens for a single eye. They're usually worn by people who are long-sighted and need help to see things close up. For those with different visual requirements, a prescription monocle can be used to correct the vision. So it is about correcting vision for like one eye, I guess. So I guess you can get close and squint with one eye and then read. I don't know.
People wear them to operas. So maybe they want to see the opera with just one eye.
I wouldn't want to see an opera at all. Opera's so
Go ahead. Say it. Boring. I don't know. I've never seen opera, but
Boring.
I liked the operas in the Looney Tunes.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Those are cool.
So, here's the thing. I have somewhat of an understanding of opera.
Oh.
I mean, I have to take like music history
Yeah.
courses and whatnot. So I've researched opera, quite a bit. I mean, here's my thing.
Here it is.
I would rather listen to a concerto. I'm just gonna be
A
honest.
concerto?
Yeah.
Me too. What's that?
That's one. It's like a symphony, but there's like a solo instrument that's just like tearing it up the entire time.
Okay, that's cool. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Opera seems cool. Are they all fat? Surely not.
No.
Okay.
In fact, it depends on the opera and what time period. So like, What is going on out
Did you
there?
hear that?
I did. Did we just hear a ghost?
That was weird.
Ghost, if you can hear me, please
Don't do that in my
Reply.
house. Don't do that.
please kill Thomas
Oh
in
my
his sleep.
God. I'm gonna go to bed tonight and it's gonna be like popping off in here now because of you. You don't talk to them directly, Noah.
Oh.
That's a no-go.
Well, you don't talk about them like they're not here. That's
well,
like
I
a jerk
think
move.
That there might be one here.
I don't think so. I think it was probably just
Dude, our HVAC cabinet closet, the part of the house where the HVAC unit is in, every now and then the door just pops open.
You should go back to this point in the podcast, and we should see if we can hear that on the audio. Probably not.
No, it was outside the window for sure.
It was outside the window.
The kids next door play out in the yard a lot, so maybe.
Oh. Anyways,
Yeah.
operas explore different themes and different plots. Sometimes they're rather interesting.
Do you
Stuff
have
from
to-
like the Baroque from like this 17.
Do you have to read it first
Or like
to know the story?
sometimes it's helpful. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say if you were gonna go see an opera, I would recommend that you research the opera before you go see it. Partly because it was probably not in English, so you'd have a hard time
Oh yeah,
getting the plot.
that would be a problem. Do you think that if we go to a future where we colonize other planets, do you think that English would be the intergalactic standard?
Well, I don't think English would necessarily be the intergalactic. It is, from what I've heard, it's
Yeah.
like the second language of the world. Like you go to Japan and they have it in Japanese and English. And you go
Most
to
Developed
other-
countries do.
yeah. So for that reason, it would, and our space program's pretty. Well,
If
it's pretty up there.
If anybody
we have, like-
colonizes another planet, it's going to be us.
Okay, so saying that, with that being true, with that being,
Yeah.
then it's likely, I'd say.
Oh yeah, I would think so.
I think it would be prominent, possibly.
It
I
would
think
have
it
to
could
be.
possibly be prominent, but it would not be the only.
What do you think?
Nor should it be.
Do you think the first planet we like?
Mars?
Do you think that's going to be the first planet we're able to live on, to exist on? I don't think so.
No, I don't think Mars is quite as
They-
good as this one.
The amount of work that we'd have to do to make it livable,
Yeah.
astronomical.
Mm-hmm.
No pun intended. But I don't know. I think we'll have to go outside of our galaxy. And I don't think we can travel that far yet.
Man, have you seen those shots from like the 2004 Hubble telescope that like just the amount of galaxies in that shot alone are
It's a
just
lot.
millions.
How can we see it, but we can't get to it? That's what I want to know.
'Cause it can see really far away, Thomas. To answer your question.
Well, I mean, everything I can see, I can get to eventually. You can't debate me on that.
Have you ever traveled across space? I mean, you can see the sun.
Well, yeah, I could get there.
You can get
We
there.
can go to the sun.
You can
It's just
literally
not
see
recommended.
the stars, but you can't get there. Like those are the things that you can't get to, like 'cause
Okay.
they're really, really,
You
really,
got me there.
they're astronomically far.
No pun intended. You got me
Anyways.
there. Okay.
And you see, and there's just these millions of galaxies, and then in those galaxies, there's their own solar systems, their own planets.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. And man, what is the deal? There's got to be a planet out there where
We can live.
they have H2O and oxygen and
It's the same thing.
trees with leaves and
Leaves?
fruits
And fruits.
and
And kaboots.
and dirt
Dirt.
and grass.
Grass.
There's got to be, right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
You want to know something interesting that I learned from Joey Diaz?
Yeah. Okay.
The most UFO sightings? Guess where they come from?
Oh wait, don't tell me this, 'cause I know he's a big UFO guy. I'm trying
Like
to remember.
in America.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
I should
yeah,
clarify. Yeah.
Nevada.
Nope. That's the normal
That's
response.
a normal
though.
answer. Okay.
Yeah. New Jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey has the most UFO sightings.
Who would have thought? The armpit of America.
Ooh. If you're in New Jersey,
If you live in New Jersey,
find a better state.
you're an armpit. Okay. And learn how to pump your own gas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Christina, if you're listening.
Who's that?
What's up? That was my friend in college. It's from New
Oh.
Jersey.
Hey, girl.
She said things like chocolate and coffee.
Water.
I don't remember her saying water very much.
Water.
I'm pretty sure she survives just on those two things. Just chocolate and coffee.
That's honestly, game recognizes game.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever heard that said so lame.
You think I'm lame?
Gonna say something else.
I'm pretty gangster.
But not.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Are you? You representing Maine up there?
Yep. Stephen King will tell you.
I didn't know that he sold his house. Well, not sold his house, but like made it a museum or whatever, and then moved.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing.
I
isn't
did
it?
not know that.
Wouldn't you?
He's still in Maine though, isn't he?
Bro, I don't know I don't keep up with Steve, what Steven's doing with his life. I don't really care. He's probably roasting our governor.
Yeah, he does it a lot.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk.
I would love to see him on Joe Rogan's podcast, but
He's-
he would never go on
He's
there.
pretty cracked out all the time, I'm pretty sure.
He's really politically active, which more power to you. Whatever. I mean,
Just wish
he's-
that you were correct about opinions. I wish you had correct information
I mean-
and were politically active.
Yeah. Well,
I don't actually know
you
anything
can't
about.
have your
I don't know
cake and eat it
anything about his views actually.
The far
but-
left for the most part. Well, I won't say far left, but I mean he leans pretty heavy left, for sure.
Well, I don't know if the guy who wrote Cujo. I don't know if having the guy who wrote Cujo on your side is really
all that great.
the ace up your sleeve that they needed, and the far left.
Oh man,
Uh,
Stephen King 2024.
That's alarming.
I mean, he's the right age. He's in his 70s. That's what all the other ones are.
He'd be like, I don't know what kind of policies he'd be like. If you
He would probably
bury
do wonders for the school system.
what?
He writes a lot. That's an educational thing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't know if kids should be reading that though.
Accurate.
The Shining.
I've never read that one.
It's okay.
Hey, where are you on New Moon? Because there's still an empty spot on my bookshelf.
Do I still have that?
Yeah, you do. You need to finish it. You're like 2 chapters left. You could kill it in an afternoon.
Totally forgot about that.
No.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Good
man?
book.
Yeah, it is. It is. I
I'm
need to-
busy, man.
I need
You
to
know what it's
reread
like to have 2 jobs and 21 credits, college credits, just floating over your head all the time?
Do I know what it's like? No.
Wow. It's
Do I
busy.
do I know what some of it's like?
And really,
Yes,
it boils down to this.
But I didn't do it. Oh,
It boils down to this, Thomas.
you put the cup in front of me. Are you illustrating something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm putting my feet on
Oh,
the table.
hello. You got a hole in your sock.
No.
Guys, donate to the podcast.
Are you for real?
We can't even afford socks.
No. I can. No.
Yep. Right there. I see skin.
I'm really upset about that.
Noah has a
actually.
hole in his sock. That's the name of the episode.
These are new socks. No, that's not the name of the episode.
Noah has a hole in his sock.
Let me break it down for you.
Break it.
All right.
Okay.
Let me tell you what it boils down to.
Bessie is screaming right now.
All right.
Yep.
It just boils down when you get that busy to just doing everything
Mm-hmm.
not as good.
Oh, okay.
And that's the trick to it.
Is that it?
So do nothing with excellence and everything
With
mediocrely
mediocrity.
because you're spread so thin like you got 1 packet of butter at Cracker Barrel for your toast and the waitress left.
Yep.
And
She ain't coming back.
She ain't coming back
Mm-mm.
because there's always weird waitresses at Cracker Barrel for
Yep.
some reason.
Nancy's gone.
How'd you know?
What?
How'd you know?
Did you have a waiter?
No,
waitress named
never. I'm just being stupid.
Nancy? Oh.
And you can't afford socks if you're in college too, apparently. So
Hey, donate to the podcast.
please.
Buy Noah socks.
Mhm.
Send Noah socks. We don't have a P.O. box, though, so I don't know. Send them somewhere. We'll find them.
Just DM us. And
Just, yeah.
we'll set it up.
At Qualifying Pod.
Mis-
Instagram,
mis-
Twitter, Gmail.
Mr. Beast, if you're listening, please,
Mr. Beast, we
please,
need new socks.
please do not buy me like a year's supply of socks. I don't need that. Just the one package is good. Don't buy me an island. I don't want that either.
I will take a car. 4 cars. I want 4 cars. To give to people.
Why you guys can't see the way Thomas is looking at me, but he's looking at me like he does not intend to give these cars to people at all.
Hey, that's a good topic. Video podcast coming soon.
Oh no!
Maybe.
Well, you can't say maybe after you say it like that.
We can say whatever we want.
The video podcast would be fun.
That would be cool, yeah.
I feel
All we
like-
need is a tripod. We'll be good to go.
I don't think so.
Yeah. And one of those beauty lights that makes my eyes look like I'm
We
an
do need a
alien.
beauty light, even if
Yeah.
we never go to video content.
Just to look at ourselves.
Just for us, sit
Oh,
here.
man.
You people need to know. Let me just assure you that me and Thomas look really beautiful.
And let me tell you, if we do video podcasts, which I think we might, we will have a camera angle that is just Bessie.
The options are being explored. Is that
Just
true?
Bessie.
Bessie, well, I want you guys to be able to see Bessie.
I have to go buy a GoPro. It'll be called the Bessie Cam.
Bessie Cam. Let me just tell you this right now. You will be radically disappointed in Bessie. This table is pretty tragic.
Do you ever listen to a podcast and then you go look at their Instagram or their YouTube or whatever, and you're like trying to match up the voices, and you're like, man, I was way off.
Sure, I have before.
Yeah. I did that with Astonishing Legends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, their voices were not what I thought
So-
they were.
You know how Joe Rogan, shout out Joe Rogan,
Shout out, best to ever do it.
has Jamie on
Yeah.
his podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out Jamie.
Shout out, Jamie.
I think we need a Jamie.
Producer, editor, and Googler.
Yes. We need a chief Googler that shuts up and doesn't give his opinion or anything. But then when we ask him, we're like, hey, so and such, Bob, can you look that up for me? Why do we wear monocles? What gives?
What gives?
Yeah.
Question mark.
Mhm.
Just dictate it like we do to
And
Siri.
then he could put it up on the screen like did it in Joe Rogan. And then we can be like, oh, I see.
We mount a TV
Uh-huh.
on the wall,
Uh-huh.
camera,
Right.
see everything. Person's off camera in this wonderful room we got probably over there. And
Yeah, that can be the editor,
Whatever
editor's
we're looking
booth over
at.
there. Right. Sure.
on the screen. Boom, right there.
Oh, wow. There it is.
I'll get a TV from Facebook Marketplace, and it'll be great. It'll have
Facebook
crack residue
Marketplace.
on the screen.
Uh,
It'll be great.
I think it pretty much has to have crack residue. I'm pretty sure we need that now.
I saw one on there the other day that was like $50 or something, and it was disgusting.
Mm.
It was like a kid just like smeared snot across it.
You could wipe it down like we did Bessie here.
Yeah.
You know where we got Bessie?
Goodwill.
Shout out Goodwill.
Shout out Goodwill. But not Will Smith. That's a bad Will.
I knew that was coming. Yeah.
You sleepy there, buddy?
Mr.
You need a
Beast,
little
if you
nappy
want to, I am. Mr. Beast, if you want to donate us video editor, chief Googler, and a TV, we'll pay him. It won't be like slave labor. Like, we'll pay him.
Yeah, I mean like $5.
We'll pay him everything. We'll pay him 90. We'll pay him 20. We'll pay him 10% of whatever we make on the podcast.
We'll pay him the exact same salary as me and Noah currently pay ourselves.
We pay ourselves.
Contact us for details.
That's confusing. I like how you worded that.
We don't have any salary.
I know. We don't pay ourselves.
Don't listen. Spoiler alert.
Nobody pays themselves.
Spoiler alert. You don't get paid.
There's potential for growth.
Potential for growth. Great resume opportunity.
Experience.
Experience. Exposure.
Exposure. There's a good one.
Oh man. Yep.
Man, I don't know. I think I'm all out for the
yeah.
day, man. I
Hey,
think that
that's-
was cool. We never talked about what day it was internationally.
Ah, crap. Okay. Before we go.
We're gonna do that at the end of the
Yeah,
episode.
we're doing it at the end. We gotta do it.
Gotta do it every time. All right, I'll do it. I got it. We'll do it to wrap up the episode.
That wasn't a ghost. That was me.
Really, it's Saturday, April 9th. Thank you, Google.
Is
I
it?
hate you. Okay. Wow, these are some good ones.
Okay.
Wow, these are really good. Okay, here we go. Did you just burp in the microphone?
I did. I'm sorry.
I hate you. No, okay, here we go. National Winston Churchill Day.
No. Really?
Felt like that was a good one. National Cherish an Antique Day.
Okay.
I love you, Mom. Just kidding.
Oh man.
You're retro, and I do love you.
No thanks.
Wasn't talking to you. National National Almond Cookie Day.
That's stupid.
Eat a real cookie.
Yeah.
National Former Prisoner of War Recognition Day.
Okay.
So that's a 180 from National Chinese Almond
Man.
Cookie Day. National Name Yourself Day.
Okay.
National Unicorn Day.
No, I like that.
Vimy Ridge Day.
Don't know
Let's
what it
explore
is.
one of the important battles of Canada, the Battle of Vimy Ridge. Huh. All right, Thomas.
Those are my options. Unicorn Day.
Unicorn Day?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna say I would have said National Former Prisoner of War Recognition Day.
Unicorns, buddy.
Well, happy Unicorn Day
Hey.
to everybody out there.
Happy Unicorn Day. Thanks for hanging out.
Get out there and do something fun.
Yeah. Or productive.
Live your life.
Or productively fun.
Or if you're going to sleep, go to sleep. Good night. Everybody take care out there in the wild world. And that's the way it is.
Bye.